The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The ball carrier. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
Brand, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Jones now throwing on first down. His throw here is incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Jones on third down. They find Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of
well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Mostert. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early...
He's got him in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big one there. Chargers, 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones will get that one to Taylor, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Raiders' 16-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. caught for a Chargers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Give them 32 on the play. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
To throw again, Jones. And this is caught at the end. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
It's now second.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. He's able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
47-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Jones off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. Now a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run once more with Taylor. Down right around the 25.
Jonathan Taylor.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the running back, who hits it. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
It's the score, Chargers 24, Raiders 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
28-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards. Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
This ball complete to Rager. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Rager. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. The 20. Touchdown, LA! DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Raiders 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And got his man complete. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the height.
And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders get a score closer.
The Raiders will line up for the...
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Raheem Mostert, 77 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Raiders 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jones. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Las Vegas.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And